Hi guys, it's Miss Jenna. I'm here with another Crafternoon video for you, and today we're going to be doing found object art. So here's what you're going to need. You will need paper. Any type of paper will do. I have some mixed media paper right here. You could use construction paper, cardstock, anything will do, anything you have a lot of and that you are comfortable using, because you will want to make a few prints. That's sort of the best way to do this, is to make and make and make until you have something that you really like. And you'll need some paints. I've got just acrylic paint, water-based. You can use anything you want. I would just avoid using any paint that's really thick. You want the paint to be able to meld to the objects and really sort of flow with them as you use them. So nothing that's going to be too heavy. And then you'll need some brushes. I have a few different varieties here. You can use brushes to paint onto the objects, but you also don't need to at all if you want to just press the objects into paint. That's what we've got this other plate here for. But I figured I wanted to try both methods. So I've got some foam painters, some larger brushes, and some medium, and as well as small to get into the crevices of any objects that you're using. And then last but certainly not least, you will need your found objects. Now this is super fun, especially while we're all stuck at home. You can use whatever you have lying around the house or whatever you find outside. So I tried to mimic sort of what you guys would find in nature. We've got some faux flowers here, faux leaves, and then I have a bunch of cool seashells too that will be really fun to play around with here. Yeah, we've got a pine cone. This is a real pine cone, not a faux pine cone. Some wood, rocks, different types of rocks. And I also found these. We had these cool bottles in our closet here at the library. So I want to see what kind of patterns we can get out of these. I think it'll be cool. There's also a big leaf print on there. So really whatever you want. I also grabbed some painter's tape so that if you want to section off some of your paper or mess around with designs, that's great for that too. You can use regular tape as well. I think that's everything. Another cool thing you could use if you're just at home is vegetables. If you cut a potato into slices or different shapes, fruits and vegetables make some really cool stuff too. So this is just sort of a do your thing for fun project. So let's get to it. Let's try some stuff. Now these flowers might be harder just because they're not real flowers, so they don't have as much structure as real flowers would. So it might be a little bit tricky, but your real backyard stuff will work awesome. So let's do this. Let's try this one first. I'm going to try painting it on first. Let's see. I'm going to go for this pretty... I tried to pick some pretty spring colors, but honestly it's really just every color. I couldn't decide. So let's dip into a little bit of this. I also have some water here to rinse my brushes. See if you can... You're going to get messy. C'est la vie. Enjoy it. I love to get a little messy with my crafts. It's always fun. It's how you know you're having a good time. Another great reason to use the brushes is you could mix it up, use different paints, create different colors with whatever paints you have. Sort of just see that? There you go. That's a better angle, Jenna. We're going to paint, paint, paint. Another reason these are trickier is this is not a real flower, so it is absorbing the paint here. So you got to kind of act fast. I'm going to kind of glob it on a little bit. And then we're going to go for it. We're going to place it right over here. And let's see. I'm going to try to do it as many favors as I can. Da-da-da. So they're not always going to be the perfect shape, but that kind of looks cool. I kind of like that. Looks like a firework burst almost. Let's do a little more. I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to put a little orange with it. Rinse my brush here. Do a little orangey. That's pretty. It's a nice smattering. See that? press it around. A little random. Do a few, and then you can just sort of make whatever prints marks that you'd like. And again, a little messy. Cute. So let's try another one. I'm going to do a leaf with our little prints here. And it's okay if you get a little paint on there while you're switching around, because it's not going to show up anyway, most likely. Let's try our pressing in method. Maybe that'll work better. So I've got my leaves here. I'll grab, let's pick what would go well with this. I'll grab a little red, and I'm going to just squirt it right in the middle of my pan here. Again, use whatever you want. Then we've got a nice amount. And then we'll just dab it right into there. It's a lot. It's a lot, so don't be afraid to drag it around. Figure out what works for you. It's a heavy coat, so my first print's probably going to be too thick. Second. Getting there, getting a little more texture. Cute. There we go, something's going on there. Nice. Finish it up here. Alright, first time not bad. I actually think my favorite was our first try up here. That looks cute. Awesome. I'm gonna let it dry. Let's do another flower. Let's try this. This looks cool. Got some little spindlies on it. It looks like it's trying to mimic baby's breath in a way. Do some more red with it. A bit more of our red in here. And just dot, 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 dot. So yeah, they're not all gonna be winners. But this could be nice. You could make some, this could be background for some painting that you do afterwards. This could be used for stationery after you let it dry. Looks kind of cool. Giving a bloody effect. Not exactly what I was going for, but that's okay. That's all right. Let's try our pine cone here. I'm gonna try to paint our pine cone a little bit. Cute pine cone. Let's do a little yellow. Yellow pine cone. Try to get it all over this part. As much as we can on the outside. Oh, that's kind of cool. Can you guys see that? My little yellow mark. I like that one. It looks like the yellow we use. It makes it look like little corns. Cool. And you can use it as your paintbrush as well. Move it around how you see fit. It's cute. Awesome. Our little pine cone created some cool stuff. This is our abstract page. You can even mix it up. Mix it up. Oh, that looks nice. Cool. Alright, let's do one more on this page. Let's use one of these guys. It's a little tricky because they do absorb the paint really fast. Let's put a little blue in here. Blue, blue, blue. So you'll just paint like so. These are a little easier to paint than Dunk, just because the material of the flowers is so light that they'll really clump together right away. And of course, be careful of your messy fingers, because like, I just got a little yellow on all of our pages here. Let's try that one again. Cool. Whoa. And again, you can mix, printing on each other. Oh, I like that effect. Sort of ended up being, since it's so porous, you can see where it's actually see-through here. Some of those little dots that come through. Nice. Cool. Alright, let's see, what else can we do here? Let's try our piece of driftwood. This is pretty neat. Little piece of bark, actually. I don't know if it's actually driftwood. But yeah, bark, wood chips. I mean, there's endless possibilities. Next time you're out on a walk, you can definitely go grab some things and then have some sweet prints made. This is also a nice way to make prints if you're looking to get a repetitive look on some of your art or stationery. I brought my scissors. We can cut up some card patterns. That would be nice. We can make some little cards. Let's actually try our dip method on this one. So sometimes it's helpful, sometimes it's not. There we go. Just sort of. It's nice that this plate is foam. So use a foam or a paper plate, and then you can sort of force it into the crevices rather than if I use the middle of our palette here. I wouldn't really be able to do that. There we go. It's pretty good. I really want to get it in that little crevice right there. Let's use our brush. So you can see. Boom. Awesome. Alright, let's see. Let's see what we got. Okay. Let's use our method here that I used with our with our plate, that if I sort of meld it, push it a little harder, use my hand underneath, it sort of creates a more, you pick up more of the pattern there. Some items, yeah, you'll have to press harder than others for sure. It's interesting. Let's try the other side. It's kind of pretty. Let's paint the other side of this here. This one's going to be a little straighter. We don't have as many crevices. A little more straightforward on this one. Whoa. Can even pick up some excess here from your other patterns. Interesting. I encourage you guys to play around with it. This is really just to have fun, see what kind of stuff you can create. Let's see if maybe we can get some variety in here. Let's throw a shell in here. Look at this cool shell. It's got a texture on the bottom here. Let's try to do something with that. Let's do a little red and this really light pink color. I'm not sure this one will really, I don't know if we'll get those cute little lines in there because it is larger right here, but let's see anyway. We can even use our hand, again, underneath to try to push. I'm just lightly pushing into it there. Oh, lots of water in our paint. Let's try again. Oh, that's interesting. That's different than I thought it would be. Ooh, there it is. There's some of our pattern here. Let's try again. Now that our brush is a little drier. Yeah, I would say don't wet your brush unless you need to change colors, because otherwise it starts running on us. Pushing my finger into that little crevice where I want those patterns. Aw, that's cool. Kind of looks like little centipedes. Or a zipper pattern. That's neat. Let's grab some of this. Maybe even paint with it a little. Cool. Alright, let's keep going. Got some nice collections growing up here. Alright. So it'll get messy, but that's alright. Let's try this leaf pattern. Again, I encourage you, use a real leaf. It will look much cooler, I think. It will definitely portray something awesome. Let's go with this orange again. Paint it all over, all the way out to the edges. Again, don't be afraid if it's too heavy, you think it's too heavy of a layer, because then you just make different textures of each one, which will look cool anyway. Ooh, that's interesting. There we go, we're finally starting to get some. Hey, that looks awesome. Let's do another one here. And my brush is gone. Got some more paint in the middle here. Interesting. Again, we get that porous effect. Here. Let's throw another color on top of it. Let's use this red. Just gonna press it into our red here. There we go. Really make sure you're pressing down all the points that you want highlighted. Or that you don't. You know, make sure that you get whatever you want out of the object. Ooh. That one's a little heavy. But now it's getting a little better. Better still. Neat. I like that one. Put it up here for now. And let's try the back. I like these, the veins of the plant back here. Whether they're real or not. You could also, if you don't want to look like this, if you don't want your hands to look like this, you could definitely wear some gloves. See what this looks like here. I think we should start using both sides of these fake flowers, what few we have left, because then it comes through. There we go. This is what I'm into. Because then the paint will actually push through there. That looks cool. I like it. Let's try one more. I'm rubbing it in here. We'll do the same one. Oh, nice. Ooh. I gave a little. I like that. They look like little trees almost, huh? let's try, I have this flower here. This one's neat. That could be cool. Let's see what we got left on here. There's not a lot of paint left on here, which isn't bad because once you use it all up, you can throw another color on top. So I have some red here. Let's throw another color on top. Let's see, what should we do? Purple? Purple sounds good. We haven't done any purple yet. A little purple. You could even spread it out if you want, since we learned we do want it to be a little thinner of a layer, so that you, especially with our fake flowers, so that you get something specific, a more specific pattern. There we go. Purple on our purple flowers. We're going to rub it around. Make sure you're filling all those little nooks and crannies. Let's see how this will turn out. Gross. Cool. I like the red and purple. It mixed into something cool here. You can even overlap them, see what happens. Sweet. I like that. You get the flower vibe, huh? Very cute. Another one. Another nice one. Alright, let's see. Let's do some more. Should we try some shells? Let's try some of our shell friends here. Got some really pretty shells. I'm not sure how these will go, but let's give it a whirl. Since these are, they are thicker down here, so this will touch the paper more than anything else. But we could try our method again of putting one hand under the paper, seeing how that goes. I'm going to paint these just because we do want to make sure we fill in all those creases. This craft could also be called Getting Paint on Your Hands 101 because I'm really good at that. Alright, let's see what we got here. I'm going to put my hand under this one. Just so, let's see how it looks without it first. Ooh, that's neat. Just sort of roll it around on there. That looks cool. I love that. And then let's put another color on top. Let's see what the faintest one looks like. Nice. Let's put some green on top. Some green there. These are nice sturdy shells too. I'm definitely pressing a lot and it's not giving way. Could even turn it a little upside down. Let's do one more green guy. Sweet. Let's try to get some more in there. What does that look like? It's kind of cool. Okay, let's try some yellow next. Let me pick up my shell. Ooh. Maybe we'll get some green. Maybe just yellow. Yes, greenish yellow. That looks nice. You could even, since we're layering like this, and now you know what it kind of looks like when you layer, you could do an ombre. That would have been awesome. If we started with a darker green. Now we're getting more into the yellowish green of it. Sweet. That looks really nice. I like it. Let's try to keep it consistent here. We'll try this shell. And let's do a little, go into this sort of brownish color. This is called latte, I think. gonna scoop the green I got in there out. Because it's good to rinse your brush so you can switch colors, but I guess it's just helpful. I should be using my other brushes. It'd be helpful to use your other brushes so that you don't have to involve water, because the water does kind of take away from it. Ooh. Sweet. More. But if you're comfortable with your colors mixing a little bit, I say go for it. Who cares? It's about having fun. I like this. Now it sort of looks like they're getting smaller when really we actually changed the shell to a smaller shell. This guy a little layered up. I like that. So let's do... Then we can even bring some pink into it. Let's bring some pink in. Put this. Oh, see, I rinsed and I got water on it. No, it's really watery. The pink seems to be really thin. Even though it looks like they're all really the same acrylic. So again, be careful with your water. Let's just let it do its thing. Let's see. So wet and mushy, but there we go. There we go. Cool. Alright, let's do one more. Finish this bad boy out. I say we do this one. I love this color. Ooh, and we're getting a mix. Wow, so much pink. There we go. Slight gradient effect. We slightly merged into our colors here. These three look kind of similar. Cool. Cool. I like it. I like what we've got going. There's a lot of cool ones. So let's put that one over here. Set it to dry. Let's try some rocks. Let's try this rock. Let's put some of this pink on here. Spread it out a bit. Let's do this side. This side has some really cool little porous spots. Just pressing it in. Let's try it. Not as effective as I believed. Well, let's keep trying here. Let's see, maybe this side? Getting more of the speckled idea that we were before. Let's try a different rock. How about this one? This might have a more flat texture to it. Ooh. We scraped up a little bit of our purple here. See if I can get off some of the excess so we just get cool. Sort of looks like a instrument or something. I like when the pink mixes with that purple. Let's try this shell. Look at that one. See if we can get that to actually come out of there. I'm not sure if we will. It doesn't look like it's defined enough. Oh, it gives you sort of inner impression. I don't love it. I don't love that one. I want this guy. Some speckles. It's really hard to... It's really just going to be the points. Another pointy one. It's like a splatter paint effect, but a little less all over the place. Let's try the outline here. If we put it on that side, spikes up. Just see whatever hits the paper. Not very even. Let's try that on one of these shells we already used, because that seems to have some even spaces where it hits. A little bit. So that's a good test when you're looking for things around the house. Sort of hold it onto your palm and feel what hits. I can feel that this part of the shell, you can actually see it too, doesn't really come down onto my palm, so that's a good indicator that you won't really get a full shape. But this one we might. Let's try this guy. Just paint the edges. Ooh. See if we get some more paint on there. So that'll work. Cool. Alright, so let's see. Let's try our bottles here. Let's give this one a try. See what happens. Got some bumpies here. We've got these that aren't really raised, but they're sort of in there. I'm not sure. So let's just go ahead and give this whole thing a good paint. We're going to do some blue. And we'll roll it and we'll see what happens. Again, important that you use washable paint if it's something like this that you want to use again. This will come right off of here. I'm going to try not to fill the lines too much. Let's go over. We got a big leaf right here too. Try not to fill in the gaps too much so that we'll still get the effect. Since these circles are so small, they're pretty shallow. If we fill them up, we won't be able to see them. And maybe you won't be able to see them anyway. But let's try. It's just for fun. Fun little Crafternoon experiment here. Alright. So I think that's pretty good for our first roll. Let's try it. Does that look good to you guys? Here we go. Cool. That sort of worked. So we could have even done more paint. Let's put even more. I don't think we had to go so thin. Mix it up. Put the two blues on there. And again, make sure you leave space to hold on to it. Would have been nice if I left some on the bottom, maybe. But I could always place a finger like so. Let's try it. Should we do the same spot? Let's see what happens. Oh, and then we got some of the dots right there. Some leaf. leaf here. Nice. I really love these circles right here. Almost got a twig sort of feeling from the leaf. And then you could even go in, you could do this with all of your prints. That's what's so fun about this. You could even go in and start adding your own designs. So I immediately thought, I saw these little branches. Well, they're not even branches, it's from a leaf. I saw them and thought of branches, and you could draw little birds, or even go through and just outline these to look like birds. This one kind of looks like a bird right here. Tail, beak. I mean, you can really make whatever you want out of these. It's super fun. That worked really well. Let's do that again. I want to use my hand on the top so much so I can push it. But you really have to just... Cool. Let's try it this way so we can get our leaf. A little bit. Little leaf action for you. And I really like these. Those look nice. Cool. Sweet. Let's go over it. Let's see. What if we put pink on top of what we already have on the blue? And then we could do, see what sort of comes about here. Let's just do it on, oh, and you can glob it right on the actual paper if you'd like. Let's just see what happens if we do it on this one section here. I'm sure the blue is a little stronger. Sort of mixes up. So look around. You might have some cool bottles that you didn't even know about. Let's do a little something to our cork piece here. That way, this is all derived, this entire print that you have here now is all derived from one object. And if you want to feel extra artsy, you could even title it like that. Whoever's at home with you could say, "Look at my art. This is called Bottle." And they're like, "Wow, why? This looks incredible." Ooh, the cork pieces look awesome. If you have any cork at home, or even cardboard, you could cut into shapes, just like you would cut the vegetables into shapes. I love how they create a little mixture of all the colors. Sort of like a marbling effect. Sweet. They look like little planets almost, huh? Again, let your imagination run wild. Whatever it looks like, add it. Add to your drawing. Add to the prints. Now grab your scissors if you have any on you. Otherwise, it's really easy to, you can just fold them in half. But I sort of want to make mine more of a card shape. I'm going to use our seashell prints here that we did. Got a big glob of pink paint right there. I'm going to cut it in half on the sort of print side that I want. Let's do... I'm just going to fold it down the center. This will be the front of my little card. I could write something on top, or I could just leave it and then write on the inside. That looks really cute. Little something to say, hey, I made you this card. And instead of just writing on it like you would, you've got some sweet prints. Let's see, let's go over some of the other ones we did. It would be cool to do it with this one. This could make a cool card, or even a cool background for a piece that you're doing. Let's do one more. I'm going to use our painter's tape here. Let's section off some of our paper. Like that. And I've got a few more flowers here that we didn't get to try. Let's use these leaves too. How about those? Looks pretty sweet. Stay with this blue color here. I'm just going to press them in. Nothing crazy. Just like we did before. Give it a once over, make sure. Let's go right in here. Use a little bit of my fingers. Oh, that looks sweet. Let's try it on the other side. I want to sort of border it with these leaves. At least the prints of them. Hopefully when you use the real leaves, you won't be able to see your fingerprints when you push through them, which is definitely something you get here. I've got this one, this guy. Let's go for some purple. We really just want to make sure with this one that I'm getting some of the layers. I don't even have to get all of the layers, just what's going to immediately touch the paper. I'm going to put on, let's do some yellow. Just to mix it up a little bit. Cool. And then let's do one more of our fave. Let's try it. Let's see. I want these to all sort of feel like different. So let's do some pink. We'll throw in some pink on this guy. I'm not sure how it'll look. Mostly gonna be the blue. That's alright. Let's just go ahead and do a little this way. And I also want to get our cool dots. Try to get part of our leaf. Sweet. Again, if you use a bottle, make sure you're pressing pretty hard. Sweet. I like that. Alright, let's take our tape off. Should wait. You should wait till it's dry, but you know, I'm just giving it a go. Just to see. Cool. And then you've got these really nice negative spaces that actually look really cool. Thank you so much for watching and joining us today. If you make some of your own found object art, make sure you share it with us on Instagram with the hashtag FountaindaleLive, and I hope to see you guys soon.